The Player, one of the best movies ever made. And not just that, a classic, a landmark, which should be better recognized, I think, in that it should be more often included in the program of television channels. I mean, those dedicated to films anyway. It happened yesterday. It was there, and I had the chance to see it again and look at it. It is also true that it becomes, if not dated, surely not. I mean, classic, as I said. Subject to some amusement, and it will lack some impact for some satire, some jokes, some critical views of executives of Hollywood types. If we lose the sense of time of the moment. What do I mean by this? I'm thinking of the use of, for instance, of mobile phones in the cars, and then even a fax. There's a fax. Tim Robbins, the executive, Griffin, the hero, the player in the movie. While he's with his Range Rover, top of the line then, top of the line now, but he receives a fax which says, "Look under the raincoat," and under the raincoat there's a cobra, because this is a romantic comedy, but also a crime, a detective story. Somebody's after him, but there's a fax. He receives a fax. So if that was supposed to mean, and it meant, I mean, luxury, if you will, what the super rich had at their fingertips. Now everybody has it, so we lose the significance of the fax in the car. Then we just fax. I mean, poor guy, he has to look at. Now you have a message on the screen of the car, or the car reads it to you. The system of the car. I have something like that. I mean, so I'm. But anyway, it's about Hollywood. It's about the executives. About how they get. How many did he say? 145 phone calls, propositions a day, and if it's down to 100, there's a problem. They haven't done their job. They have 10,000 proposals, stories to look at a year, and some are preposterous, many are deja vu. They've been there before. They have references, they have inside jokes. It's splendid. They have a multitude of stars which make cameo appearances, play themselves, if you will, from Nick Nolte to everybody. There's Julia Roberts and so on. They have a screenwriter who comes with an original proposition, talks about the falsity of the Hollywood, again, satire, criticism of Hollywood happy endings, because that's basically the idea. The overuse of stars. He insists on, I don't want any stars because they would steal the show, but then they have to do it. And it makes one think of the classic Adventures in the Screen Trade by William Goldman, himself winner of 2 Academy Awards for Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, and for The President's Man. Adventures in the Screen Trade talks about movies, the fact that they don't know what will make a successful movie, and that's in evidence here. The pomposity, the falsity, the superficiality of the executives, the stars, and everybody else involved, it looks like. Cliches. In Adventures in the Screen Trade, we learn about Dustin Hoffman, about Robert Redford, and their flaws, if you will, what they did very wrong in certain occasions. Termina. And we see this here to a large extent. And overall, it's a film that everybody who loves movies needs to see, because it's still, some things are obviously changed. There have been scandals, Weinstein, Harvey Weinstein, and so on. But and now the pandemic, it's not clear what will happen, what patterns will emerge, except for the fact that the Oscars have been postponed with 2 months, and then things change for the other festivals. Pundits say, they were talking about this yesterday, how the Berlin Festival will become irrelevant, how BAFTA announced within an hour that they will delay their ceremony also. They have to look at see what the Golden Globes will do. By the way, the player won the Golden Globe for best motion picture, comedy or musical, because they have two categories there. It was nominated for 3 Oscars, but overall, it's in the history of cinema. It's a classic. Unlike so many other films, it talks about films. You see images that are familiar, but it's so unusual. So unusual.